Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Big Daddy's Little Kitchen. Today we're talking potatoes. And potatoes are so versatile, man. You can mash them, smash them, bake them, twice bake them, fry them. It doesn't matter. Potatoes go with everything. Today I'm going to show you how to make Greek style potatoes. And all I can say is, oppa! These things are off the hook. When we come back, I'm going to show you how easy and how delicious they are. So stick around, we're doing it up next. Okay guys, the first thing you're going to need in this recipe is potatoes. It's basically the only thing you're going to need besides a few simple other ingredients, but I'll get you through those real quick. The first thing I've done is I peeled some russet potatoes and let them soak in water. The reason behind this is we want to take off the starch out of these potatoes for the most part. You don't want a big bunch of starch coming out of your potatoes. After you get the starch off and you rinse these really well, we're going to go ahead and cut these up. So give me a second to dump this water off and we'll do that next. So from here, we've got all the water off these potatoes, and generally what I like to do is I'll go ahead and rinse them maybe 2, 3, 4 times and let them soak a little bit, dump the water, soak them a little bit and dump the water, and then for the last one, we just go ahead and dump the water and we've got some potatoes. What we'll go for next is we're just going to take these potatoes, thirds, and we're going to want to put them into a shallow baking dish like so. And generally, it's got to hold a little bit of moisture, but not a whole lot. We're just going to place these around here and get everything into the baking dish, and we will take it from here. Okay, so as soon as we get these things rinsed off and chopped up, we put them into our dish. If you want to use a little bigger dish, it's not going to hurt. I don't mind putting them in a little smaller dish like this because I want the fluid up at just a tiny little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a little bit of chicken stock. And what I do is I just drizzle this chicken stock into this dish like so. And we'll put about a half a cup of chicken stock in there, quarter cup to half a cup of chicken stock, and that's about all you're going to need. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to drizzle some olive oil over all of this. And I'll tell you what, if you really want to make it super simple, we could have done this all into the bowl and just stirred it around. But what's going to happen here is we're going to go ahead and put that in there. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little tiny bit of salt, and we'll just put a little bit of sea salt onto these. And I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper onto it. And the only other thing we're going to add at this time is a little bit of oregano and a tiny drop of water. Next thing we're going to do is to sprinkle a little bit of oregano on. And I'll tell you what, in my opinion, you can't put too much oregano on. I love the flavor of oregano. I've got my chicken broth in here, about a half a cup. I've drizzled olive oil onto it. And the next thing we're going to do is just stir it around lightly, like so. Get everything mixed up here. The next part of this recipe is the key part of this recipe, and it's the lemon juice. Because you're basically making lemon Greek style potatoes, so you don't want to forget the lemon. And add the juice of a little bit of fresh lemon, and I'll go ahead and squeeze that in. And we'll use a little more. And dump it right back into the dish. Into a preheated oven that's at 375 degrees, and we'll leave it in there for about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, here we go. Potatoes are coming out of the oven and they look absolutely fantastic. And they smell absolutely delicious. The only part we're missing here is a little bit of fresh lemon juice. And I'm gonna just go ahead, and it doesn't matter if you get a little bit of a seed from your lemons, no problem. We're gonna go ahead and garnish it with a little fresh lemon and a little tiny bit of dill. And this here is gonna wrap this recipe up. Okay, and that does it. Greek style lemon potatoes. Guys, these things smell absolutely delicious. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, don't forget to hit that notification bell. We'll see you back here at Big Daddy's Little Kitchen.